Step into the Bible verse. As you journey through these sacred words, let the stories of faith and hope guide your path. The Bible is full of men who did great things for God or in God's direct commandment. Moses was a Hebrew prophet in the Old Testament of the Bible. He is also known for leading the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. Moses played a crucial role in delivering the Ten Commandments from God to the Israelites. His story of faith, courage, and leadership has inspired people for centuries. Moses is revered as one of the greatest prophets and leaders in religious history. His legacy of faith, obedience to God, and compassion continues to resonate with believers around the world. Moses' story serves as a symbol of perseverance, faith, and the power of divine guidance. His teachings and actions have left an indelible mark on the history of Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Moses' life is a testament to the belief in God's plan and the importance of following one's faith with conviction. His courage, determination, and unwavering devotion to his beliefs have made him an enduring figure in religious literature and tradition. Moses' journey from a humble shepherd to a powerful leader is a story of resilience, faith, and the triumph of righteousness over oppression. His legacy continues to inspire countless individuals to stand up against injustice and lead with compassion, faith, and courage. Through his unwavering commitment to God and his people, Moses left a lasting impact on the world and a timeless example of leadership and faith. Moses' story serves as a reminder that with faith, perseverance, and belief in a higher purpose, one can overcome even the greatest challenges. The miraculous events surrounding Moses' escape from death as a baby and his subsequent journey are a testament to the power of divine intervention and the unwavering faith of those who follow a righteous path. Despite the dangers and threats surrounding him, Moses was destined for greatness and protected by a higher power that guided his path from the very beginning. The miraculous escape of Moses as a baby, found and adopted by Pharaoh's daughter, was just the beginning of a remarkable journey that would change the course of history and inspire generations to come. Moses' incredible journey from a vulnerable infant in a basket to a revered leader of his people is a testament to the enduring power of faith, destiny, and divine intervention in shaping the course of human history. Guided by a higher purpose and unwavering faith, Moses led the Israelites on a treacherous journey through the wilderness, facing countless challenges and obstacles along the way. As Moses ascended Mount Sinai to receive the stone tablets inscribed with the Ten Commandments, he carried with him the staff that God had bestowed upon him as a sign of divine authority and power. With the stone tablets in hand and the staff of God by his side, Moses descended from Mount Sinai to lead his people towards the promised land, guided by faith and entrusted with the sacred laws that would shape their future. Carrying the weight of divine responsibility and the hope of his people in his heart, Moses embarked on a perilous journey through the wilderness, facing trials and tribulations with unwavering faith and determination. Despite his unwavering faith and dedication to his people, Moses' greatest mistake, according to God, was when he struck the rock in anger to bring forth water instead of speaking to it as commanded by the Lord. This action demonstrated a lack of trust and obedience to God's instructions, causing Moses to dishonor the Lord's authority and sanctity in the eyes of his people, leading to severe consequences for his leadership and journey towards the Promised Land. As a result of Moses' disobedience, God decreed that he would not be able to enter the Promised Land of Canaan and would instead see it from a distance before passing leadership to Joshua to lead the Israelites across the Jordan River. In this defining moment of Moses' journey, he learned a profound lesson about the importance of faith, obedience, and humility in fulfilling God's divine will and serving as a leader to his people with wisdom and integrity. As Moses stood on Mount Nebo, overlooking the Promised Land, a sense of fulfillment and peace washed over him. With his faithful followers by his side, Moses knew that his journey was coming to an end, but his legacy would live on. As the sun began to set, casting a golden hue over the landscape, Moses closed his eyes and took his final breath, his soul departing peacefully. Mourning the loss of their great leader, the people of Israel honored Moses' memory and the teachings he imparted to them. For generations to come, the story of Moses' extraordinary life and his connection with God would be told and revered. And so, Moses' life came to an end, but his influence and impact on the world would endure for eternity. Elijah was a prophet in the Hebrew Bible, known for his unwavering faith and powerful miracles. Elijah's name means "My God is Yahweh," which reflects his commitment to the one true God of Israel. Elijah's most famous miracle was when he called down fire from heaven to consume the sacrifice on Mount Carmel, demonstrating God's power. After this dramatic display of God's power, Elijah became a fugitive, fearing for his life from Queen Jezebel's wrath. Despite moments of doubt and despair, Elijah's faith remained strong, and he eventually passed his mantle to his successor, Elisha. Elijah's legacy as a bold and faithful prophet continues to inspire believers around the world to this day, serving as an example of unwavering devotion to God. First, Elijah challenged the 450 prophets of Baal to a contest on Mount Carmel. Elijah prayed for rain to end a 3-year drought, and heavy rain poured down on the land. During a severe famine, Elijah was fed by ravens who brought him bread and meat every morning and evening. Elijah brought a widow's son back to life with a prayer, demonstrating God's power and compassion in the midst of tragedy. In a demonstration of God's authority, Elijah called down fire from heaven to consume a sacrifice and prove that the Lord is the one true God. Elijah confronted King Ahab and prophesied a severe drought as a consequence of the king's disobedience to God. Elijah faced numerous challenges and trials throughout his life, testing his faith and perseverance. One of the greatest difficulties Elijah encountered was opposition from King Ahab and Queen Jezebel, who were determined to eliminate him for his message against their idolatry. Despite his unwavering faith in God's power, Elijah struggled with feelings of loneliness and despair, longing for companionship and support during his time of trial. In addition, Elijah faced the challenge of self-doubt and insecurity, questioning his worthiness and purpose as a prophet in the face of overwhelming circumstances. Despite the overwhelming difficulties and trials he faced, Elijah ultimately found strength and renewal through his unwavering faith and reliance on God's guidance and provision. Elijah had reached his breaking point, exhausted and discouraged, feeling like he had no strength left to continue. Suddenly, an angel appeared before Elijah, speaking words of comfort and care, urging him to rest and eat. The angel presented Elijah with a freshly baked cake and a jar of water, assuring him that these provisions were from God himself to sustain him on his journey. Elijah, humbled by the divine intervention, ate the cake and drank the water, feeling the strength and energy returning to his weary body, ready to embark on the next part of his mission. With his faith and resolve renewed, Elijah continued on his path, knowing that God's provision and care would always be with him, guiding him through even the darkest moments. Elijah's life ended in a miraculous and unforgettable way as he was taken up to heaven in a whirlwind, leaving behind a powerful testimony of God's faithfulness and provision. Elijah's translation from earth to heaven symbolizes the eternal reward awaiting those who remain faithful to God, even in the face of adversity and challenges. Elijah's life and ministry serve as a reminder of the power of faith, prayer, and obedience to God, inspiring generations to follow in his footsteps and trust in the Lord's promises. As we reflect on the life of Elijah, may we be encouraged to persevere in our own faith journeys, trusting in God's plan and provision, just as Elijah did throughout his remarkable life. Elijah could potentially be one of the 2 witnesses during the time of the Book of Revelations, due to the biblical reference to individuals who have never experienced death and will die during the tribulations. The Bible indicates that these 2 witnesses will have the power to call down fire, to kill those who speak against them, which aligns with Elijah's ability to call down fire in his time. This history gives Elijah one of the most interesting character arcs and storylines from the Bible, with a potential to return just near the end of the world as we know it. A prophet who performed miracles, stood unflinchingly against kings, and never tasted death. Elijah's story is more than just a tale. It's a testament to faith. His encounters with God's power and his unwavering commitment make Elijah a figure of strength and mystery, resonating through the ages. Matthew, a former tax collector, wrote his gospel to show Jesus as the Messiah promised in the Old Testament. Mark, a close companion of Peter, wrote his gospel to portray Jesus as the suffering servant. Luke, a physician and traveling companion of Paul, wrote his gospel to provide an orderly account of Jesus' life and teachings. John, known as the beloved disciple, wrote his gospel to emphasize Jesus' divinity and relationship with God. The gospel, according to Matthew, was written by the disciple Matthew, also known as Levi. Matthew was one of the 12 apostles chosen by Jesus in the New Testament. He is traditionally believed to be the author of the Gospel of Matthew. Matthew, also known as Levi, was a tax collector before becoming a disciple of Jesus. After his conversion, Matthew dedicated his life to spreading the teachings of Jesus. Matthew's Gospel emphasizes Jesus as the Messiah and connects his life to Old Testament prophecies. Matthew's Gospel is considered one of the 4 canonical Gospels in the Christian Bible. Throughout history, Matthew has been revered as an important figure in Christianity for his role in preserving the teachings of Jesus. Many Christians honor Matthew as a saint and celebrate his feast day on September 21st. Matthew's legacy lives on through his Gospel, which continues to inspire and guide believers around the world. The Gospel of Matthew remains a source of spiritual wisdom and guidance for Christians seeking to deepen their faith. As a key figure in the early Christian church, Matthew's contributions continue to shape the faith of millions of believers today. Matthew is believed to have been a tax collector in Capernaum before Jesus called him to follow him. After joining Jesus, Matthew went on to write one of the 4 Gospels in the New Testament, which bears his name. The transformation from tax collector to apostle showcases the power of redemption and the profound impact of encountering Jesus. Matthew is believed to have been born in the 1st century AD. Matthew is traditionally thought to have been born in the town of Capernaum. Matthew is said to have died as a martyr, but the exact date of his death is not definitively known. Some traditions suggest that Matthew was martyred in a city in Ethiopia, while others claim it happened in Persia. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the specifics of his death, Matthew's legacy as a faithful disciple continues to inspire generations. The Gospel, according to Mark, is traditionally believed to have been written by John Mark, a companion of the Apostle Peter. Mark was one of the 4 evangelists who wrote the Gospel of Mark in the New Testament. Also known as John Mark, was a companion of the Apostle Paul on his missionary journeys. Mark's Gospel is believed to be the earliest written account of the life and ministry of Jesus Christ. The Gospel of Mark emphasizes Jesus' deeds rather than his words, focusing on his miracles and exorcisms. Mark's Gospel also highlights the suffering and humanity of Jesus, portraying him as the suffering servant. Mark's Gospel ends with the empty tomb and the angel proclaiming that Jesus has risen from the dead. The Gospel of Mark concludes with the disciples being commissioned to spread the good news of Jesus' resurrection. Mark's Gospel continues to be a source of inspiration and guidance for Christians around the world. The Gospel of Mark serves as a testament to the life, teachings, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Mark's Gospel is a powerful account that continues to impact believers and non-believers alike with its message of hope and salvation. Mark was born in Cyrene, Pentapolis, North Africa. Mark is believed to have been born around the year 5 AD. Mark is traditionally believed to have died in Alexandria, Egypt around the year 68 AD. Mark's death is often attributed to martyrdom during the persecutions of Christians in Alexandria. Some sources suggest that Mark was dragged through the streets of Alexandria until his death. The exact details of Mark's death are not definitively recorded in historical accounts. Despite the uncertainties surrounding his death, Mark's contributions to early Christianity as an evangelist and author of the Gospel of Mark are well documented. Mark's Gospel is considered one of the Synoptic Gospels, along with Matthew and Luke, sharing similar content and structure. Before his evangelistic work, Mark is believed to have traveled with the Apostle Peter and served as his interpreter. Mark's association with Peter likely influenced his decision to become an evangelist and spread the message of Christianity. The Gospel, according to Luke, was written by Luke, a physician and companion of the Apostle Paul. Luke, often referred to as Luke the Evangelist, was a physician and one of the 4 evangelists who authored the Gospel of Luke. He was also attributed as the author of the Acts of the Apostles in the New Testament. Luke was a companion of the Apostle Paul and traveled with him on some of his missionary journeys. Luke was known for his thorough research and attention to detail in his writings, providing a comprehensive account of Jesus' life, teachings, and ministry. His Gospel was written primarily for a Gentile audience, emphasizing universal salvation and the inclusive nature of Jesus' teachings. Luke's Gospel includes unique stories not found in the other Gospels, such as the parables of the Good Samaritan and the prodigal son. Luke's perspective as a Gentile and his emphasis on mercy and compassion make his Gospel particularly beloved by many readers. The Gospel of Luke showcases Jesus as the compassionate Savior who reaches out to all people, regardless of their background or status. Luke devoted himself to the study of medicine, serving as a physician in ancient Greece. He traveled extensively, gaining knowledge and experience in different cultures and languages. Luke honed his writing skills by composing detailed accounts of his travels and experiences. Upon encountering the teachings of Jesus Christ, Luke was deeply moved and inspired to become an evangelist, spreading the message of hope and salvation. As Luke embraced his new calling, he embarked on a mission to document the life and teachings of Jesus, eventually becoming one of the authors of the New Testament. Luke is believed to have been born in the city of Antioch, now located in modern-day Turkey, around the year 5 AD. It is said that Luke died at the age of 84 in the city of Boeotia, Greece, after a lifetime of dedicated service to his faith and the church. Luke the Apostle died as a martyr by being hung for his service to Jesus and telling the people of his deeds. His unwavering faith and dedication to spreading the word of Jesus made him a target for persecution by the Roman authorities. Despite the threats and dangers he faced, Luke remained steadfast in his beliefs until the very end. Luke's legacy lives on through his writings, which continue to inspire and guide countless people in their faith journey to this day. Luke's impact on Christianity and the world is immeasurable, a testament to his unwavering dedication to spreading the message of love, compassion, and redemption. The Gospel according to John is traditionally attributed to the Apostle John, one of Jesus' closest disciples. John, also known as John the Apostle, was one of the 12 disciples of Jesus. John was also the author of the Gospel of John, the Book of Revelation, and 3 epistles in the New Testament. John was known for his close relationship with Jesus and is often referred to as the beloved disciple. John played a significant role in the early Christian church, spreading the teachings of Jesus and establishing communities of believers. John's legacy lives on through his writings, which continue to inspire and guide Christians around the world. The life and teachings of John serve as a testament to faith, love, and the enduring message of hope found in the Christian faith. Through his profound spiritual insights and unwavering commitment to spreading the message of Jesus, John's influence continues to resonate with believers and seekers alike. John's dedication to sharing the love of Christ serves as a reminder of the power of faith and the transformative impact of spiritual truths in people's lives. John the Apostle died a natural death in Ephesus at an old age. He was the only one of the original 12 apostles not to die a martyr's death. According to tradition, he was put into a cauldron of boiling oil, but miraculously survived, leading to his exile on the island of Patmos. It was during his exile on Patmos that John received the visions recorded in the Book of Revelation. After his time on Patmos, John returned to Ephesus, where he continued to minister to the Christian community until his death. Each gospel offers a unique perspective on the life and teachings of Jesus, providing a comprehensive picture of his ministry. Thank you for watching this episode of Into the Bible Verse on the 4 writers of the Gospels in the New Testament. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you and have a good day. Abraham is considered a significant figure in the history of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He is known as the father of many nations and is renowned for his unwavering faith in God. Abraham is well known for his hospitality, as shown in the story of him welcoming 3 strangers, who turned out to be angels. Abraham's journey is characterized by various tests and challenges of faith, including being asked to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac. In the Bible, Abraham is often seen as a model of faith and obedience to God's will. Abraham's legacy continues to inspire believers of different faiths around the world to this day. Through his story, Abraham teaches the importance of trust, patience, and devotion to a higher power. Isaiah was a prophet in the Hebrew Bible, known for his prophecies about the future of Judah and Jerusalem. Isaiah's messages were often focused on the need for repentance, social justice, and faithfulness to God. Isaiah lived during the 8th century BCE and is considered one of the major prophets in Judaism and Christianity. His prophecies found in the book of Isaiah are often quoted and referenced in both religious and secular contexts. Isaiah's prophetic utterances offer guidance, hope, and warnings that are still studied and revered by many believers today. Many view Isaiah as a powerful voice calling for righteousness and faithfulness amidst challenging times. His legacy as a prophet continues to inspire individuals to seek justice, mercy, and compassion in their own lives. Isaiah was born in Jerusalem, Israel, about 700 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. Isaiah's writings are especially significant because he made several prophecies about the coming Messiah, hundreds of years before Jesus was born. Isaiah's prophecies foretold the birth, life, and sacrificial death of Jesus, known as the Messiah in Christian belief. Many Christians believe that Isaiah's prophecies served as a powerful testament to the fulfillment of divine promises through Jesus. Isaiah's prophetic words have inspired believers for centuries, reinforcing their faith in the purpose and significance of Jesus' life and teachings. The enduring legacy of Isaiah's prophecies continues to resonate with followers of Christianity, providing a foundation for their beliefs and practices. Through Isaiah's prophecies, believers find hope, comfort, and guidance in navigating life's challenges with faith and perseverance. The timeless messages of Isaiah's prophecies remind believers of the power of divine promises and the ultimate fulfillment of God's plan for humanity. Isaiah prophesied about a virgin giving birth to a son named Emmanuel. The prophet forecasted that a shoot would come from the stump of Jesse. Isaiah also predicted that a child would be born and called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. The prophet foretold that this child would reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing it with justice and righteousness. Isaiah spoke about the coming of Jesus as the one who would bring salvation and redemption, fulfilling the promises of God. The prophet emphasized the importance of preparing the way for the Lord, making paths straight for his coming. He also warned of the suffering and rejection that the Messiah would face as a sacrificial lamb for the sins of humanity. Isaiah further prophesied about the wounded healer who would bear the sins of many and intercede for transgressors. These prophecies of Isaiah pointed to the coming of Jesus as the Savior and the fulfillment of God's plan for humanity's redemption. Isaiah's timeless message of hope and redemption serves as a beacon of light for those facing adversity and uncertainty in the world today. As for the death of Isaiah, according to tradition, he was martyred by being sawn in half during the reign of King Manasseh. The story goes that King Manasseh, angered by Isaiah's prophetic words, ordered his execution by sawing him in two. Isaiah's unyielding commitment to his message of truth and justice ultimately led to his tragic end, but his influence lives on through his prophecies and teachings. Isaiah's life and death serve as a reminder of the courage and conviction required to speak out against injustice and oppression, even in the face of great danger. In the end, Isaiah had delivered a message to the people of profound importance and held fast his faith and resolution to the Lord. Although he was martyred for his words and tellings, he served our God to his last breath and set an example for all to live up to and strive for. Obedience to our one true God above all else. Thank you for watching another episode of Into the Bible Verse. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, go with God and have a blessed day. Joseph, son of Jacob, was a significant figure in the Bible, known for his colorful coat and his ability to interpret dreams. As a young man, Joseph was favored by his father Jacob, which caused jealousy among his brothers. Joseph's brothers sold him into slavery out of envy, leading him to Egypt, where he faced many trials and challenges. Despite the hardships he faced, Joseph remained faithful to God and eventually rose to a position of power in Egypt, second only to Pharaoh. Through his ability to interpret dreams, Joseph was able to help Pharaoh prepare for a severe famine, ultimately saving Egypt and his family from starvation. Joseph's story is one of forgiveness, redemption, and ultimately the fulfillment of God's plan for him and his family. Daniel was a righteous man, known for his wisdom and unwavering faith in God. He was taken captive to Babylon, where he served in the royal court, due to his exemplary character and intelligence. Daniel's loyalty to God and his refusal to compromise his beliefs led to miraculous events in his life. Despite facing various trials and challenges, Daniel remained faithful to God and continued to honor him in all circumstances. Daniel's prophecies, including those about the rise and fall of kingdoms, have been sources of inspiration and reflection for many. His steadfast faith, wisdom, and courage have made Daniel a revered figure in religious texts and teachings around the world. Countless individuals have drawn strength and inspiration from the story of Daniel, highlighting his unwavering commitment to God and his resilience in the face of adversity. Daniel was a prophet and high-ranking official. He was known for his unwavering faith in God and his ability to interpret dreams. Daniel's wisdom and righteousness led him to be highly respected by kings and rulers of his time. His story of standing up for his beliefs and remaining faithful in difficult circumstances serves as an inspiration to many. Daniel's courage and integrity are emblematic of the strength that comes from unwavering faith. His legacy remains a powerful example of how one's faith can sustain them through trials and tribulations. Daniel's character and story continue to be a source of inspiration and encouragement for believers around the world. His life exemplifies the importance of standing firm in one's beliefs and trusting in God's faithfulness. The birth of Daniel is said to have taken place in Jerusalem during the reign of King Josiah. Daniel, whose name means "God is my judge," was born into a noble Jewish family. Daniel's birth took place in the year 620 BC during the time of the Babylonian captivity. As a young man, Daniel was taken to Babylon along with other captives from Jerusalem. Despite being far from his homeland, Daniel remained faithful to his God and rose to become an influential figure in the Babylonian court. In the land of Babylon, Daniel faced numerous trials and tribulations throughout his life. Despite being taken captive as a young man, Daniel remained faithful to his beliefs and refused to compromise his principles. His unwavering faith led to numerous challenges, including being thrown into a den of hungry lions for refusing to worship the king. Daniel's faith also brought him face to face with powerful rulers who sought to test his loyalty and undermine his influence. Through each trial and test, Daniel showed resilience, wisdom, and unwavering devotion to his God, emerging stronger and more influential than before. Despite the hardships he faced, Daniel's unwavering faith and dedication to his beliefs ultimately brought him favor with both God and earthly rulers, solidifying his legacy as a revered prophet and wise counselor. Known for his unwavering faith and courage in the face of adversity, Daniel's ability to interpret dreams and visions set him apart and earned him favor with kings. Daniel's righteousness and integrity led to his survival in perilous situations and showcased God's protection over him. Daniel's commitment to prayer and obedience to God made him a model of faith for believers. Daniel's life exemplified the power of faith, prayer, and trust in God's sovereignty in all circumstances. Daniel's legacy continues to inspire believers to stand firm in their faith and trust in God's plan for their lives. Daniel's wisdom, courage, and faithfulness serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration for those facing challenges and persecution. His legacy as a faithful servant of God lived on through the stories and prophecies he left behind. His teachings continued to inspire generations to come, with his courage and unwavering faith in the face of adversity serving as a shining example. Even in death, Daniel's name was remembered with honor and reverence, a symbol of being faithful to one's beliefs regardless of the challenges faced. The last mention of Daniel in the book of Daniel is in the 3rd year of Cyrus. Rabbinic sources suppose that he was still alive during the reign of the Persian king Ahasuerus. Daniel returned to Jerusalem. "After 70 years I will return you to this place." Jeremiah 29:10. Daniel came out of Babylon, Ezra 8:1-2. The Bible does not mention where and when he died. While there are many places that claim to be the site where he is buried, most in Persia, Daniel probably died in Jerusalem. Despite the mystery surrounding his final resting place, Daniel's legacy of faith and prophecy remains a beacon of hope and resilience. Thank you for watching another episode of Into the Bible Verse. We appreciate the support. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Have a blessed day. Ezekiel was a prophet in ancient Israel known for his vivid visions and prophecies. Living during a time of intense turmoil, Ezekiel's messages were both warnings of doom and promises of hope. Ezekiel's prophecies often involved symbolic actions, such as lying on his side for an extended period to represent the years of punishment for Israel. Through his faithful obedience to God's commands, Ezekiel became a symbol of unwavering devotion and faith amidst adversity. Ezekiel's visions included the famous vision of the Valley of Dry Bones, symbolizing the restoration of Israel from a state of hopelessness to vibrant life. In his prophecies, Ezekiel also foretold the future glory of Israel and the arrival of a new covenant with God. Job was a wealthy man living in the land of Uz, described as blameless, upright, fearing God, and turning away from evil. He faced a series of trials and tribulations, losing his wealth, health, and family, yet he remained steadfast in his faith. Despite his suffering, Job refused to curse God and maintained his integrity, sparking philosophical debates on the nature of suffering and divine justice. In the end, God restored Job's fortunes twofold, emphasizing divine mercy and rewarding Job's unwavering faith throughout his trials. Job's story serves as a testament to perseverance, faith, and the mysteries of God's plans beyond human understanding, inspiring generations with its enduring lessons. Samson was a biblical figure known for his incredible strength, which he attributed to his uncut hair. His story is found in the Book of Judges, where he is described as a Nazirite chosen by God to deliver the Israelites from the Philistines. Samson's most famous exploit was defeating a lion with his bare hands, highlighting his extraordinary physical prowess. Despite his strength, Samson's downfall came through his love for Delilah, who betrayed him by cutting his hair, the source of his power. After being captured and blinded by the Philistines, Samson's strength returned one last time as he pushed down the pillars of a temple, killing himself and thousands of his enemies. This act of sacrifice sealed Samson's legacy as a hero of faith and symbol of God's deliverance, inspiring believers for generations to come. In the beginning, Adam was created by God from the dust of the ground. Adam was the first man according to the creation story in the Bible, known for living in the Garden of Eden with his wife Eve. Adam was given the task of naming all the animals and had a close relationship with God. The story of Adam is considered by many as an allegory for the creation of humanity and the origins of sin in the world. Despite being banished from the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve went on to have many descendants, leading to the establishment of the human race. Adam's story serves as a fundamental part of many religious beliefs and teachings, symbolizing the beginning of humanity's relationship with God and the struggles faced by mankind. Seth was the third son of Adam and Eve, born after the tragic events in the Garden of Eden. Seth is known for being the ancestor of Noah, the one chosen by God to survive the Great Flood. Seth was also known for his pious and virtuous character, following in the footsteps of his slain brother Abel. Seth played a crucial role in maintaining the spiritual lineage of Adam and transmitting the teachings and prophecies of God. Seth's legacy as a righteous and faithful figure in the Bible has made him a symbol of hope, perseverance, and spiritual dedication for many believers. Through his example of piety and devotion to God, Seth continues to inspire faith and moral guidance for generations across different cultures and traditions. Enosh was a significant figure in the Bible, known for being the grandson of Adam and Eve. He lived during a time when humanity began to call upon the name of the Lord, marking an important era in biblical history. Enosh is often recognized for promoting spiritual growth and community worship among the people of his time. His legacy includes fostering a tradition of seeking God and following righteous paths, influencing generations to come. His teachings and examples have been passed down through the ages, inspiring many to maintain a strong connection with their faith. Enosh's dedication to spiritual enlightenment and communal worship continues to resonate with believers worldwide, shaping their own relationships with the divine. Kenan was a descendant of Adam and Eve mentioned in the Book of Genesis, known for being the great-grandson of Adam. Kenan is specifically noted in the Bible for being the son of Enosh and the father of Mahalalel. Kenan is often recognized for being a part of the genealogy leading to Noah, as stated in the Old Testament. Kenan's significance lies in his part of the lineage that ultimately leads to the survival of humanity during the Great Flood, according to the Bible. Kenan's story symbolizes the continuation of humanity through the preservation of a chosen lineage during the cataclysmic event of the Great Flood. His role in the biblical narrative highlights the theme of divine selection and the importance of maintaining a righteous lineage for the future of mankind. Mahalalel was a significant figure in the Bible, known for his longevity and righteous life. He was the son of Kenan and the father of Jared, according to the Book of Genesis. Mahalalel lived for 895 years, making him one of the longest living people in the Bible. His life is often seen as an example of faithfulness and obedience to God's commandments. Throughout his long life, Mahalalel was known for his wisdom and piety, guiding his family and community. His legacy of righteousness and devotion to God was passed down through the generations, shaping the faith of his descendants. Stories of Mahalalel's faith and virtuous life have inspired believers for centuries, showcasing the power of devotion and obedience to God. Jared, a pivotal figure in the Book of Genesis, was known for his exceptional lifespan. Jared was the sixth-generation descendant of Adam and Eve, tracing his lineage back to Seth, the third son of Adam. Jared is often recognized for living for an astonishing 962 years, according to the Bible, making him one of the longest-lived individuals in history. Throughout his long life, Jared became a respected patriarch and played a significant role in preserving the virtue and wisdom passed down from his ancestors. Jared's legacy of faithfulness and wisdom set a precedent for future generations, illustrating the importance of upholding spiritual values and passing them down to posterity. As a figure of longevity and spiritual guidance, Jared symbolizes the endurance of faith and the power of ancestral wisdom to transcend time and shape the course of history. Enoch, a significant figure in the Bible, was the great-grandfather of Noah and known for his close relationship with God. He was one of the few people described in the Bible who did not die, but was taken by God because of his righteous living. Enoch is also known for his prophecies, including predicting the coming of the great flood sent by God to cleanse the earth. His life story serves as a reminder of the importance of faith, righteousness, and walking closely with God in a world full of challenges. Enoch's legacy extends beyond his time on earth, inspiring believers to strive for a deeper connection with the divine and to live virtuous lives. His story continues to captivate and intrigue scholars, theologians, and individuals seeking wisdom and insight from the ancient texts of the Bible. Methuselah, a biblical figure known for living to the age of 969 years, was the grandfather of Noah. He is considered the longest-lived person mentioned in the Bible, with his lifespan symbolizing a time of great age and wisdom. According to the Bible, Methuselah's long life served as a testament to God's patience and mercy before the great flood. Methuselah's son Lamech and grandson Noah were both significant figures in the biblical narrative, with Methuselah playing a crucial role in their lineage. Despite his advanced age, Methuselah's name and story continue to be referenced in various cultural and religious contexts as a symbol of longevity and historical significance. Methuselah's legacy endures as a reminder of the profound connections between faith, history, and human mortality, inspiring contemplation on the passage of time and divine providence. Lamech, the son of Methuselah, was a significant figure in the Bible known for being the father of Noah. Lamech was described as the father of Noah in the Bible, and he lived for 777 years. Lamech is known for naming his son Noah and prophesying about Noah's future role in bringing comfort amid the toils of mankind. Lamech's prophecy about Noah's significance in humanity's salvation became fulfilled when Noah built the ark and survived the great flood. Lamech's faith in the prophecy and his son Noah's obedience to God's instructions made their story a powerful testament to divine guidance and human perseverance. Lamech's legacy of unwavering faith and trust in God's plan for humanity was passed down through generations, becoming a cornerstone of biblical history. Noah was a righteous man who found favor in the eyes of the Lord. God instructed Noah to build an ark and gather 2 of every kind of animal, as well as his family, to survive the great flood. As the floodwaters rose and covered the earth, Noah and his family remained safe inside the ark for 40 days and 40 nights. After the floodwaters receded, Noah and his family emerged from the ark to repopulate the earth and start anew. God made a covenant with Noah, promising to never again destroy the earth with a flood, symbolized by the appearance of a rainbow in the sky. Noah is often remembered as an obedient servant of God who faithfully followed his instructions to save humanity and all living creatures. Today, Noah's story continues to serve as a powerful reminder of faith, obedience, and God's unwavering love for his creation. The tale of Noah from the Bible highlights the importance of listening to God's guidance and trusting in his promises, even in the face of adversity. Shem was one of the 3 sons of Noah in the Bible. He is traditionally considered the ancestor of the Semitic peoples. Shem is best known for being one of the survivors of the Great Flood. After the flood, Shem is credited with lineage leading to figures such as Abraham and ultimately Jesus. His name, Shem, means name or fame in Hebrew. Throughout the Bible, Shem is depicted as a righteous and obedient man. Shem's legacy is often intertwined with the preservation of the divine covenant and the spread of monotheism. The story of Shem serves as a foundation for the Abrahamic religions, shaping the beliefs and practices of millions around the world. By examining the life of Shem, we uncover a rich tapestry of faith, resilience, and the enduring power of ancestral connections. Arphaxad was a biblical figure mentioned in the book of Genesis as one of the descendants of Shem. Arphaxad is known for being the father of Shelah and living to be 438 years old according to the Bible. Arphaxad's lineage is also significant, as he is listed in the genealogy of Jesus Christ in the Gospel of Luke. Arphaxad is mentioned in various religious texts and historical documents, symbolizing a link between the ancient past and the lineage of prominent figures. The story of Arphaxad showcases the intertwining of faith, ancestry, and the passage of time in biblical narratives that continue to captivate readers today. Arphaxad's legacy serves as a reminder of the rich tapestry of human history, connecting individuals across generations through shared tales of faith and endurance. Shelah, son of Canaan, was a man mentioned in the Bible, known for being an ancestor in the lineage leading to Jesus in the New Testament. He was the third-generation descendant from Adam, following his father Canaan. Shelah was part of the genealogy mentioned in the book of Genesis, tracing the lineage of Jesus through his ancestor Judah. His name, Shelah, means petition or request in Hebrew, reflecting the significance of prayer in his lineage. Shelah's story exemplifies the importance of faith and ancestry in the biblical narrative, contributing to the overall theme of redemption and salvation. Through Shelah's lineage, the fulfillment of prophecies and promises in the Bible is intertwined, highlighting the divine plan and continuity of God's covenant with His people. Thank you for watching another episode of Into the Bibleverse. If you enjoyed what you watched, please leave a like and subscribe as we are trying to grow the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for your support and have a great day. The three wise men from the Bible are known as Melchior, Caspar, and Balthazar. Melchior is traditionally represented as an elderly man with a long white beard. Caspar is often depicted as a middle-aged man with fair skin. Balthazar is typically shown as a bearded man of African descent. Together, Melchior, Caspar, and Balthazar are described in the Bible as magi, or wise men, who followed the Star of Bethlehem to bring gifts to the newborn Jesus. Their journey symbolizes the recognition of Jesus' significance by people from different cultures and backgrounds. Their visit is often seen as a representation of the universal nature of Jesus' message of love and salvation for all people. The story of the three wise men continues to be celebrated during the Christian holiday of Epiphany, symbolizing the manifestation of Jesus as the Son of God. Simon the leper is mentioned in the Bible as a man who lived in Bethany and was known to host Jesus at his home. During one such visit, a woman anointed Jesus with expensive perfume, prompting various reactions from those present. Some of the disciples, notably Judas Iscariot, criticized the woman for what they perceived as a waste of valuable resources. However, Jesus defended her actions, explaining that she was preparing him for his burial. This event highlighted the themes of sacrifice and devotion, as well as the contrast between understanding and misunderstanding Jesus' purpose. Simon's home thus became a significant place for showcasing acts of faith and devotion towards Jesus. Simon the leper's association with Jesus brought him recognition despite his condition, symbolizing acceptance and redemption. King Solomon, known for his wisdom and wealth, was the son of King David in ancient Israel. He ascended to the throne at a young age and prayed to God for wisdom, which was granted to him, making him one of the wisest men in history. Solomon is famously known for his judgment in the story of two women claiming to be the mother of the same baby. He suggested cutting the baby in half to reveal the true mother, showing his discernment and compassion. His reign was marked by prosperity and grandeur, with the construction of the magnificent temple in Jerusalem, showcasing his dedication to God and architectural brilliance. During his reign, King Solomon was also known for his vast wealth and trade agreements with neighboring kingdoms, which brought great riches to Israel. David was a shepherd who became the second king of Israel, known for his victory over Goliath, the giant Philistine warrior. David's story is recounted in the biblical books of Samuel, showcasing his rise from humble beginnings to a powerful and revered monarch. He is celebrated for his military successes, particularly in uniting the Israelite tribes and expanding the kingdom's borders. David's reign was marked by both triumph and turmoil, with his legacy enduring as a figure of faith, music, and leadership. His psalms, which are expressions of praise, lament, and faith, continue to be recited and sung in religious ceremonies worldwide. David's story serves as a reminder of the complex nature of humanity, showcasing his virtues, flaws, and ultimate reliance on divine guidance. John the Baptist was a significant religious figure in Christianity, known for his baptizing of Jesus in the River Jordan. He preached a message of repentance and preparation for the coming of the Messiah, attracting many followers with his charismatic and ascetic lifestyle. His role as a prophet is mentioned in all four Gospels of the New Testament, emphasizing his importance in paving the way for Jesus Christ. John the Baptist's bold condemnation of King Herod's unlawful marriage led to his imprisonment and eventual execution, demonstrating his fearless commitment to speaking truth to power. Despite his tragic end, John the Baptist's legacy as the precursor to Jesus remains a powerful symbol of faith, devotion, and unwavering dedication to his divine calling.